Hello and welcome to this edition of Midstate News. I'm Troy Kehoe.
And I'm Lisa Trifone. Traveling in Great Britain may prove more harrowing than ever before, at least if you're traveling by train. The British rail system, the first such system implemented in the world, has had 3 major fatal accidents in the 3 years. The accidents have forced rail bosses to enforce speed restrictions, resulting in travel times nearly double than normal. The rail system also contains nearly 170 miles of damaged track that will take nearly 6 months to replace.
A 20-hour controversial operation performed recently on conjoined twins in a Manchester, England hospital marks a historic win for medicine. The twins, Jody and Mary, were fused at the spine and the abdomen. Their legs and arms were both at 90-degree angles to their bodies. The twins' parents refused the consent of surgery because of the risk to one of the children. The hospital then summoned a court order to allow the surgery, believing both girls would die if it was not performed. The surgery, which required 20 surgeons and medics, took the life of one twin, but the other is currently in stable condition.
The FDA recently announced a voluntary recall for all drugs containing a chemical called PPA. The recall includes Dexatrim, Tavocid, and dozens of other diet pills and cold medicines. PPA is thought to cause strokes and internal bleeding, especially in young women. The FDA has requested manufacturers to replace the drug with a safer ingredient. Rite Aid, CVS Pharmacy, and Walgreens outlets across the country have already complied with the voluntary recall.
Archaeologists recently discovered paintings nearly 2,000 years old. The fresco paintings were found outside the city walls of Pompeii, buried in what is believed to have been an old luxury hotel. The hotel, buried under volcanic ash in AD 79 and discovered in 1959. Archaeologists, however, didn't begin excavation until last year. Images on the canvases include Calliope, Erato, and Urania, all of who were Greek gods and goddesses.
Mitsubishi Motor Company officials broke ground last week for a new $22 million addition to its Normal plant. The addition will be used to house parts for Mitsubishi's new generation of sport utility, the Montero Sport. The first in a series of vehicles designated Project America, the vehicle will be redesigned and produced in the United States. Project America, a $1 billion project, will begin mass production in Normal's plant in January of 2003.
The German government recently approved an initiative banning neo-Nazis from associating inside German borders. The radical extreme right party has been blamed for fueling an alarming number of hate crimes. The governmental cabinet suggested the bill to the country's highest court, its most visible action against hate crimes to date. Officials say that hate crimes are becoming more violent and the number of reported anti-Semitic crimes is on the rise as well. At least 3 people have died this year from racially motivated crimes in Germany. And now with an update for this week in entertainment news, here's Brad Bond.
Thank you, Troy. Hello, and welcome to this week's Hollywood Hotwire. I'm your host, Brad Bond, and this is what's hot. The Recording Industry Association of America has released the latest sales statistics for the music industry. And lo and behold, Michael Jackson's Thriller has tied the Eagles' greatest hits 71 through 75 as the best-selling album of all time. Jackson's 1982 pop classic was certified for sales of more than 26 million copies, and his cumulative album sales have reached 56 million. Madonna's new release, Music, was certified gold, platinum, and double platinum simultaneously. It marks the singer's 12th multi-platinum album and her 8th to achieve gold, platinum, and multi-platinum status simultaneously. The moral of the story, you keep making them and we'll keep buying them. Jennifer Aniston, perk up. People magazine has chosen its sexiest man alive for the year 2000. And drum roll please, it's Brad Pitt. Pitt, who was chosen as the sexiest man alive in 1995, regained his title this year. Some ask what brought back his appeal. People magazine says that his recent high-profile picture-perfect marriage to Jennifer Aniston has increased fans' adore. Pitt can be seen in the film Ocean's 11, where he will co-star with a fellow sexiest man alive title holder, George Clooney. The official ratings for the past television viewing season were released, and it looks as though Jerry Springer has had to give up the coveted #1 spot among syndicated daytime chat shows. Oprah Winfrey regained the crown with slightly higher ratings than the Trash King. I guess America would rather remember their spirits than beat up their neighbors. Tech Holmes, a native of Peoria and male diva from MTV's The Real World Hawaii, is the co-host for a new show on MTV called Direct Effect. The show's format is to let online viewers choose what video will air next. The show includes monologues by the host and interviews with guests. You can see such guests as Spike Lee and Lil' Kim. That's what's hot. I'm your host, Brad Bond, and we'll see you next time on Hollywood Hotwire.
And that's all for us here at Midstate News as well. Have a good night.
Good night.